Okay, so in the first video about bees, I talked about their space and managing their space and temperature. We're just starting to come into spring now. It's starting to warm up, and through winter I put some spaces in the honey super so that they wouldn't have as much room to deal with, because they were actually starting to struggle with hive beetle. There wasn't that many bees around, so I put the spaces in to give them some more closer quarters. And I had a look about 2 weeks ago and they were starting to really get active and make a lot of honey, so I'm thinking today I'll take those spaces out. This is just some hessians, so I'll get that smoking. I got stung on the neck 2 weeks ago and my throat really swelled up, so just don't really need this, but if I get stung I'm having more severe reactions, so I'm all covered up today. I look about 15 frames probably before I got stung, so they really weren't, it was more of an accident than anything. They weren't getting aggressive, they just, one bumped into me and freaked out. Let's go have a look. Hive tools over there. So yeah, there's quite a lot going on there. Let's have a look. So what have I got in here? 6 frames. All 6 of these frames were about half full 2 weeks ago, so I'm interested to see what we've got now. So that's looking pretty good. So you can see it's pretty well full of honey. They just got to cap it off. That's looking really good. And this side's even more capped. So they're definitely ready for some more space. So this is what I was talking about. If they fill all this area up, they're more likely to swarm coming into spring now. And they're really active at the moment, so... Oh wow, this one's heavy. So that side's ready to go. That's totally capped off. And that side's very close as well. Yeah, so before it's capped, it's still got quite a high water content, whereas we know that bit there's fully capped, so there's no chances of that honey fermenting. Honey is one of the only natural products that will keep indefinitely. Look at that, that's heavy. So that's 90%. That's 100%. So these guys are definitely ready for some more room. So you can see here these spaces, they're just wooden blocks that take up as much room as possible, so to reduce the chance of pests. So they're only dealing with that much space instead of the whole thing. So I'll just move this into the middle. Okay, see how this goes. It's a tight fit, so it's going to be interesting getting them out, especially because they would have glued it all in. I wasn't originally going to screw these in, but the screws interfered with the lid, so I put them all the way in. It's a lot to hold on with your fingertips. There we go. A couple of bees there, nothing too bad. Okay, so I reckon they've worked really well, because I counted probably about 5 or 6 hive beetles on each frame when this was totally full of frames. And once I took their space away, the hive beetles were dealt with very quickly. So now that they're rocking, I'm going to put these back in and give them some empty frames. I'm going to put the empty ones in the middle because that's where they're most active. So they can get on to filling them up pretty quickly. So I've just got this box here that I use, same size as the beehive, and I put all my empty frames in there, and if I'm extracting honey, I'll put the frames in here to keep the bees out. So I'll just take these, you see these were totally empty, but they had drawn out all the honeycomb, so they'll be able to start filling that up almost immediately. So that'll be good. I'll take the box over. Okay, so I'll put this frame back in. Okay, these empty frames in the middle. Room for one more, maybe. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's a really tight fit with 10. Let's see how we go. No, I don't think 10's going to fit in there, so we'll just do the 9. About 1/8 of an inch, or what's that? 4 mil between. If they come out further than the wood as well, it makes it a bit easier to extract, because you use the wood to guide your knife. Just try and get the even spacing. Alright, that's exciting. So I think we'll do an extraction in the next week or two. I use this lino with the fuzzy bottom, and that catches hive beetles. I had a look down the bottom 2 weeks ago and there was no signs of queen cells or anything like that, so I'm relatively confident they're not going to swarm in the next little while, and now that I've given them some space, they'll be happy with that. So, and especially once I do an extraction.